Joining us now, the aforementioned Democrat, Senator Louise Lucas. It's good to see you, ma'am. Thank you. We appreciate this. Why do you think this story has such incredible fascination? After all, it did start with non-conservative outlets, the New York Times and the Washington Post.
I think it has a lot to do with, as it does with when we talk about reproductive rights. Republicans seem to be obsessed with women's autonomy. And I don't know why all of a sudden this has gotten to be such an interesting story, because I want to know what that has to do with her ability to legislate. She is right on the issues. She's the right candidate for the right time. And I am personally standing with Susanna Gibson.
Well, look, you're willing to come on and talk about it. We appreciate that. We've invited her on. So far, she hasn't done any interviews. We'd love to be able to talk to her. But let me just ask you this. What do you say to voters who say, look, it doesn't have anything to do with the fact that she did this. If somebody wants to do this with their husband and put it online and ask for tips or money or whatever else, that's her business. But that doesn't represent the kind of values or, more importantly, the kind of judgment that I want somebody, an elected official, to be making decisions about me and my tax dollars.
Well, let me just say this. Nobody is perfect. And the legislators are just like any other person in that community. They have their shortcomings. They have their outstanding features. And I can say to you, I don't know what that issue with she and her husband has to do with her ability to serve in the legislature. We have a lot of people in the legislature who have done a lot worse things.
Well, you might be onto something there. I'm old enough to remember, though, and because this came up at the town hall a couple of days ago with Vice President Mike Pence, so much was made, for example, about how he handles his life with his wife and that he won't eat dinner with a woman, for example. That was something the left was very upset about the relationship he had with Karen Pence. Really sort of raked him over the coals about it. Amy Coney Barrett also has been the subject of huge criticism by the left over how she leads her personal life. Why is it fair? Same with Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Why is it fair for the left to attack women on the right for how they lead their lives and how they conduct their personal life and what they believe, but it's wrong for the right to attack a woman who chooses to make pornography with her husband?
Okay, therein lies a double standard, and it's always that way. Not only is it that way with women, well, all women for that matter, and I've been a target of those kinds of criticisms. You take one little thing that a man has done 10, 20, 100 times worse, but the woman has always catched the wrath, as if all of us are perfect and we're not. And I'm just saying, in a perfect world, okay, that might be something that you could anticipate, but I would dare say that every member of the legislature has some little thing about them that they don't want the public to know.
If we had more time, I'd ask you what it is, but what yours is. But I will spare you the question. I'm getting the wrap. The producers have saved us both. It's good to see you, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.